Right, I'm here with Grace. And
Hey,
you've
Grace.
been using the camera traps out here at Bowyers Wood to see what's been around.
I have, since our brilliant masterclass together.
Okay, well, a little bit of a recap. So these are cameras that you set up out in the woods. They've got a lens here and a little motion sensor here, so that anything that moves past them triggers them, and you get a 30-second shot. And they even work at night because they've got these infrared lights here. And how many have you had out?
We've had 5 out across the site.
5 out across the site, and of course the benefit is that they monitor that site for 24 hours a day, non-intrusively. You don't have to be there. They just sit there, and they trigger when something moves by. The question is, what's been moving by?
Oh, lots of things.
You've been peeping.
I have been peeping.
You've been peeping.
I couldn't wait.
Okay. Well, look, the first thing we've got here is a lovely deer. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Eh? Right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Fallow deer, obviously a female, lacking in antlers. Did you pay her some sort of, I don't know, forage to pose so perfectly?
No peanuts yet.
No peanuts yet. That was absolutely brilliant. Let's scroll down and see what else we've got. Well, that's nice, a single badger.
It's lovely. There's his set there.
Yeah. And if you get lots of images of badgers that are set like that, you will be able to learn how to tell them apart.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, so firstly, they're relatively easy to sex. So an animal which is longer and more slender and has a longer tail, like that one, is a female, a sow. And those which are more robust, particularly around the jaws, around the face, chunky face, if you get a good head on, then that's the boar, the male.
Okay, brilliant.
So that
it's
one,
good to know.
Yeah, if you just take another look at that, you see as she walks past there, that's got quite a long, narrow tail. Well, I'm thinking that it's an adult female. It's not one of this year's cubs. It's an adult female. So then the next thing to do is to look at any little patterns on her body. So sometimes when they fight, they lose a bit of an ear, or they might have a scar on the nose, and things like that. And that does now enable you to know them as individuals. So
the quality on these is brilliant. You can actually, differentiate those things.
It's so good, isn't it? And of course, the fact is that, there's another badger here. Let's have a look, see if that's a different one. Here it comes. It's coming in.
I think that could be her again.
Oh, I think it is as well. Look, long, slim neck.
Face seems to be the same.
Yeah, face is the same. Yeah, look at that long, thin neck, not chunky face.
No.
I think that's the same female. So, that's good. She's clearly in attendance at that set. Oh, there's another one close here. Another badger. Daytime. I wonder what's triggered it in the daytime. Sometimes it's worth just clicking on the... Oh! Deer bombing through. Oh, that's nice. Look, badger in half light.
Oh, wow.
That's nice, isn't it? Same female badger by the looks of it, though. I think she's just visiting this.
Okay.
I don't think this is her main set. Badgers do that. They have a main set, and then we have what we call outliers. And these are single, sometimes double holes scattered around the territory of that animal. And they'll go and visit those. Sometimes they'll overnight in them. They just want to, time away from the rest of the clan.
A nice getaway.
Yeah, nice getaway. The cubs have got a bit boring at this time of year. They're way too boisterous. So I think that she might just be finding a quiet place to spend some evenings. But she's certainly been back and forth a lot, isn't she?
She likes it. Wow.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fallow deer. You see they've got the white and then the black down the down the
beautiful
there.
markings.
That's
lovely.
Robin. Robins, will follow animals like deer, more typically boar, actually, wild boar. And they will follow them through the forest because as they're turning over any of the leaves or disturbing any of the invertebrates on the ground, the robin will take them.
It's amazing.
Which is why when you're gardening or you've got an allotment and you're turning the soil over, the robin will come close to you because you're essentially mimicking the behaviour that it learned hundreds of thousands of years ago when it was following wild boar around.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So that's why they have that friendly human association. Nice to see the robin. It would be great to find something unique here, though, wouldn't it? Like, I don't know, a polecat, a pine marten,
yes.
A dormouse.
A dormouse.
A dormouse. May have to do some baiting for dormice, I think.
What would you bait with?
I think just peanuts, basically.
Peanuts.
In a confined space. And if you were after a rodent like that, I would put them under a pipe or something.
Okay.
So that birds can't see them. And maybe, try and invent a way of stopping grey squirrels getting to it. Good luck with that. I mean, they're so shrewd. And lots of deer activity. Nice to see.
Haven't seen too many grey squirrels, actually.
Have you not?
No.
That's interesting, isn't it? I think you might be winning the Ecotalk Fallow Deer Award.
I think we
at
might
this point.
be, yeah.
That's nice though. Look, way in the frame, pin sharp, browsing away.
Yeah, it's great to see.
I think you've been blessed with beginner's luck, if I'm honest with you. I mean, look
wow,
at this.
It's just
look
incredible.
At this.
Wow.
Fallow buck right in front of the camera. Look at the antlers.
Cut in his ear.
Yes, yes, you're right. You'd be able to spot that one again. And of course,
brilliant.
It's coming up to that time of year when they're going to be rutting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Soon you'll be able to hear them when you're out.
And that's it. It stops at 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think change it to 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
Get
I
a
want
bit
to
more
see some
run
more.
on these would be good. And also, of course, ideally, now we've got fallow, roe, badger, robin. You've had squirrel.
Yeah.
Any foxes?
One fox.
One fox. It'd be great to turn up some other creatures as well.
It really would be.
Maybe polecat. Try the river.
Yes.
Otter. You never know.
I've scouted out some good spots for the next one.
Excellent.
So
And then the real prize, I have to say, which would be very tricky, would be dormice.
Oh, wow.
And given all the hazel here, and given the sweet chestnut, and given the density of the woodland, it's not beyond the bounds of possibility.
No.
If you got one of those, I'd give you the camera trap of the year award. You know.
I'm up for it. I'm up for the challenge.
You've done brilliantly, guys. I've got to tell you, they're really, really good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're amazing. Thank you.